Hello everybody and welcome. Today we are going to talk about Last Epoch playing on the monoliths. As I promised before, I will make a video for this. Now, a couple of things after finishing the campaign and everything, I just want you to have kind of an idea of what we're doing here. And the game overall, as you can see here on the video, you can have some kind of areas that can be completely fine at 40 fps, and you can see it doesn't really even eat that much wattage. It's like 13 watts. But there are other areas just a little bit ahead or like earlier as well, when they have these kind of effects that have like the huge lights coming off, and some specific classes as well that have some spells that kind of look like this. Like they have a lot of splashes and visual effects, continuous visual effects that stay on the screen. I think Warlock that I played last season was one of those classes, so definitely didn't really help with that. And yeah, that is something that you need to kind of be aware of, that it really is there. You can't really do anything about this specifically, but it's not a huge deal because in this game you're pressing one, two buttons. Unless you're trying to do the hardest stuff, you are not affected on the Steam Deck. Now I'm going to start playing the game. Be right back. All right, so here we are. And we're gonna start with a monolith here. What's this? Okay, let's do this. And this is really what I wanted to show you, that definitely you can play this game with even 30 fps. Like obviously you will prefer more, like that is completely understandable, but because you just keep pushing the buttons and it continues to do the skill, it's not really the end of the world. It's not like you're missing like terribly a lot of FPS. If anything, it feels very, to me, it feels very similar to something like Path of Exile. When I was going to maps, it would always be something like that. That it will be like, oh, okay, you're playing all the game fine, like maybe it even 60 FPS on Path of Exile and Path of Exile 1. And then when you go to maps, a lot of things change and the performance really goes down. For this game, that is not really a lot the case. I noticed even on my desktop that this is kind of a thing, that you're dropping FPS. But it's not as dramatic as Path of Exile 1, at least in my experience, because maybe things changed since last time I played that game as well. Not really comparing anything, just saying how I feel about this. I have limited to be 40 FPS. Now the reason I do that is because many times in the game it wouldn't reach 45 FPS, and 40 FPS is definitely better than 30. And you can see the wattage here and the battery. This is pretty much the reason that I'm limiting by myself the frame rate. Now let's take a look at the settings here. I have definitely changed everything, even though this says medium. I have changed all of this stuff to very low. I left TAA because it looks really ugly without it, and everything else is very low. But even very low, they changed something with the graphics. You can see this is definitely not the worst situation and textures that they had on the previous season, because definitely if you look at the other video I have, things looks quite hideous there. So this is definitely way better. Again, I like as well the star stuff that we have here. This is definitely my preferred ARPG right now. Not, I don't really care to speak about, oh, Path of Exile 2, bad, blah, blah, blah. I don't really care for that. The moment I stop enjoying a game, I'm off. So that is pretty much what happened to me. And this is what I do with ARPGs. Specifically, I love this one because on the Steam Deck, I don't have to rely on internet connection for cosmetics and stuff. Like, I don't care for cosmetics unless it's something really cool. Like, for example, Diablo 4, gonna have Berserk. It's like Gaben. They go right into my wallet. I'm gonna get those cosmetics, and that's it. It is what it is. But I really hate that there is no offline mode, and this game has offline mode, and I really do prefer that. Now, this is a generous area, I'm gonna say. Usually, when you are in maps, even like not maps, when you're here on the monolith, usually my experience with other places really depends on the area as well, and the monsters that you're fighting usually is at 30 FPS. That is not really a problem. Again, as I said, like you don't really have any issue playing the game. They have improved a lot. The controller, I really forced myself. Like I can't believe that I played this game on the Steam Deck for 90 hours before this. And definitely now, like it is way better. Before I had to use the virtual mouse a lot, things were bugging and stuff, but now I don't have a problem at all. They said they changed something with the targeting. I was playing Warlock before, so everything was on the floor, so I don't really feel that. Maybe it was a melee issue, so I'm not really sure for that. But overall, like, you can see, it's fine. You're playing, you have your little crafting that you can do cool stuff with it. Definitely not a great player or anything. I'm just enjoyer of ARPGs. I like playing. I like trying to do as much content as possible. Definitely, I don't think I can do the Uber thing, but I'm gonna play as much as I enjoy the game. And when I stop enjoying it, I will just jump to something else. Something I like about this game a lot is that it feels like you can play multiple characters. It is something that not games, but not many situations in ARPGs have you available, especially like because I loved Path of Exile. It felt like having alts was kind of not really a thing unless you had a lot of time available to you to do all that stuff. And to this, I really like that you can just play by yourself because that's how I like trading and everything. It's fine, but personally, I do prefer to be able to play alone. And this game really caters to that. Like you can just play by yourself. You don't need anyone else. You have the Weavers Guild. You have now the thing like the Atlas tree as well, that you can get more personalized experience with the end game. They're definitely improving stuff, and I'm really happy with that. I'm playing completely um, like a build here that a lot of people maybe hate. I don't really care. This is fun, and yeah, pretty much it is what it is. Like I'm gonna keep playing here. The filters is really cool that you can just put your filters in. Let's show desert. Maybe desert can show a little bit more, like lower performance because I feel like what I have shown so far is pretty generous, and that was not really the experience that I had overall in the previous maps that I played. Yeah, no, it's again with the corruption thing. The corruption thing on the previous season, it was atrocious on the Steam Deck. It was playing really bad, but on this now, it feels like really easy to run. Pretty happy overall with the performance. And it's funny that this game is not really even verified, that it has like all these offline mode and stuff. And okay, you can see now it goes a little bit to 30s. Okay, yeah, this is really what you kind of can expect overall. Like when you're going, the lowest I have had was on the campaign when you go to the Snake's Palace, because they have a lot of light effects and they have those big elites. Is it elites? I'm not sure. They have those big monsters that they throw the sunbeam, and the sunbeam lasts forever. And that is usually where I have like the biggest frame drops. Like it will drop to mid 20s. But again, it's not a problem because you go close to them and you kill them in 3 moves, and it doesn't really matter. That's why like ARPGs, like people play Path of Exile even at 15 FPS. By the way, this is the first time I'm doing talking in this kind of video. I don't know if you care about that. If you want me to not talk on the next video about something like this, like a test like this, please let me know in the comments. I'm just trying to have a conversation about RPGs. Really don't make specifically videos for this. A lot of negativity going on with this kind of games as well. And yeah, I hope like people enjoy Last Epoch and don't engage in tribe stupid wars about which one is the best, blah blah blah. Just enjoy the games, people, and that's it. Every season this happens. But yeah. Alright. Let's finish this. You can also have the overview map. Diablo 4. What are you doing, bro? I still can't believe they don't have that map on Diablo 4. Like I don't understand. So yeah, this is a cool game. If you want to play a cool ARPG on the Steam Deck, this definitely easily can be it. A lot of good experience that you can have here on the offline mode. Again, this is the offline mode. I prefer this for multiple reasons. First, I don't have anyone to see anyone stupid writing on the chat. I know you can mute it, but it's best to not use even the internet at all. Unless you really want to be able to trade. So yeah, this was the video. I hope you enjoy Last Epoch, or maybe if you wanted to buy this game for the Steam Deck, now you have an understanding. Oh, by the way, on the previous season, you were forced to be 720p. Now you can see it's full screen. It's 800p. So yeah, any questions, anything that you want to hear from me for this game, I would love to talk more about this game. If I reach Empowered Monoliths, as long as I'm having fun, if I reach Empowered Monolith, I am going to make another video to show off the Empowered Monolith. And yeah, stay tuned if that happens. Thank you for watching and see you next time.